Morning guys, welcome to Operation Crypto. Market update today. We finally got that green closure that we've been looking for. Just load up the Vuman shootout. We'll get to see here that was a period when we had 9 weekly red candles in a row, and we did get a green candle. It wasn't the most bullish, to be honest. I mean, we hit those highs up there at 32,400 and dropped right down. It's pretty much a bearish candle of that, but doesn't always play out like that. If you look at this candle here, back on 28th of February, that was a horrible weekly candle, but a couple of weeks later went on to pump. So fingers crossed we can get a little bit of positive price action now. I still think personally that we've been waiting for a relief rally, and this is something I've been looking at. I'm looking for a rise potential up to 34s and maybe up to around 37, somewhere around the bottom of this move around here. It looks like a decent level of support, so that's an area where we could potentially load up to. If we look at this on the let's look at on the weekly time frame. I've mentioned this on Twitter and I've mentioned it on a few previous videos, but if you look back to the 2017 cycle, or should I say the bear period that happened after that, we hit those all-time highs, and exactly 1 year later, or thereabouts, we hit the cycle lows, which was, let's have a look at that down there, around that point. In terms of a drop, I think it was quite a substantial drop, to be honest, in terms of a price range from, let me just move some stuff around actually, from the very highs to the very lows. We'll work it out exactly so we can get a bit of an idea. I think it's around 85%, yeah, 84%. I'm not going to say that's going to happen again. I think there's a little bit more of adoption these days for us to expect a drop like that, but if you look at that from the all-time highs, it's around 69, wasn't it? So let's push up to there. If you look at 85%, that's going to be around there, and that loads up at around 10k. Personally, I don't see that happening. I think that'll be too much of a drop, and I'm expecting obviously a drop, but I think that we're going to get a rise first. Personally, I think we're going to push up between 34 and 38k around that region, and then I think we'll just sell off. Whether that's a sharp down wick or it's a steady progression like what happened here, maybe another capitalization wick and then bang. So we're looking for something along those lines, a relief rally up, sideways action, maybe a capitalization wick, and then hopefully we'll start to push on, use some of these previous levels as resistance, and then keep pushing on. So something like that, that's a long way ahead, but for now, talking about current price action, I am expecting a rise, and we did start to get it on last week's candle, but then we sold off, and so far we are starting to push up. We may have formed a little bit of a bottom here. Remember, this is just guesswork. I mean, this is going from history. We could now be forming a bottom, and we could go up, and we could completely go against all previous cycles and do something different like that. But for now, I'm just going to stick with an air of caution, and hopefully over the next few weeks it's going to be a good time to take some profit. I mean, over the last 3 weeks I've been mentioning about buying assets. I've been buying RSR, Polkadot, digital bits, which is XDB. So I've been loading up on them just for the fact that I thought it was a great time to buy. I mean, the RSI on the charts have been on the floor. If you look at Bitcoin RSI, it's pretty much down to those COVID-19 levels. Some altcoins have just sold off ridiculously. I mean, RSR, I can't believe that sold off as it did. I mean, if you look at the very highs to the lows, from there to there, 97%. I bought down here, I bought at 0.047, up very significantly so far, and I will be looking to take some profit at some stage, whether that's around here, up at around 2.3 cent, or up at this region here. I think 2.3 cent could be a decent level for us to push on, because we have seen some strength throughout the last few weeks in RSR. When Bitcoin's pulled back, it has pulled back, but we have seen some definite strength within RSR, so that's an asset I'm keeping an eye on, which I've been accumulating, and hopefully I get a good sell level soon, just so I can sell, use that profit to then buy back in at some stage if we do go lower. This is the range that we've been in for a significant amount of time. You're talking, well, 3 weeks now we've been in this range. We had a breakout, sold back off, and then we've stuck to this equilibrium, which is a central trading area of that range. So far we've had a good bounce and a nice reaction off that weekly green candle closure, and we pushed up to just short of 31,500. The next region is to get above this trading area here, and I think this is a major level of resistance around 32,700. I think if we push up there we may start to push on, but Depends, RSI is into oversold territory now, so we may get a little bit of stagnation. It is Monday, so maybe come back down, have a little bit of a retest of this, and hopefully we get a start to push up to some of those levels back up there. So all in all, I think today and the next couple of days maybe we do get a retest back of this downtrend, which will probably knock the stuffing out of people again. But then I think we may start to push on. I'd hope to be wrong, and I hope that we push up straight away and target this area of liquidity and then flip back to support. I think if this is support, then we can start getting above this level of resistance, and then we can start looking at this big region up here at 37k, which I've mentioned before. It's a major level of resistance, which I think is an area where we are more than likely to test at some stage. A couple of things we need to look at today, which we always look at, is a crypto VIX and greed index. It was 10 last time we looked, actually pushed up to 13, which it's not a surprise. We've had a nice bounce off that equilibrium range, and hopefully we can get a little bit of positivity on the back of that weekly green candle. I know it's not the best looking green candle, but it's green, and that's what we've got to take from this so far. So that's my thoughts on that. I think that's what we could potentially see. I'm hoping for a nice tap of this area of liquidity before we do push on, but all in all, things aren't looking too bad. If we look at it on the high time frames and daily, it was pretty much an engulfing candle of that, which took out the last 5 days worth of trading. As you can see, that's where we need to get back above those two closures there at 32,000 on the nose. If we start getting some closures on the daily time frame above there, that will then give us that support and we will really start to push on. But I don't think it's anything major yet. For anything major, you really need to be pushing up towards 40s and flipping back to support. But I think we won't quite make it. I think this is an area around 37,500 where we'll potentially get. Because look, major support wicks there, major support wick there. It's a key area, which I think, look at that, major support there before we pushed up. So I think that's where we're heading personally. Fingers crossed we do push up there and we can all take a little bit of profit from there. One thing I just want to cover before I wrap this video up is it's hard to find a leverage trading platform if you're in the UK. And I've been using BitGet recently. No KYC needed at all. So if you're looking to do any type of trading, whether that's leverage, futures or margin, check out BitGet. You'll find a link in the description. If you do sign up, potential $4,163 in rewards for completing a few tasks. Spot trading rewards, copy trading. Copy trading is good if you're not so competent with copy trading, with your own trading. You can watch for some other traders. If we just click on copy trade here, you can see all these traders here. All you have to do is try and find one that you suits your style. Make sure you set stop losses, but make sure you follow them. I mean, look at some of these APRs that these people are getting. As you can see, these numbers here, 96.75. These are the amount that people allow in my trading group. Most of them are full on this front page, but there's hundreds of traders that you can, even if you monitor them for a while and see that they're doing good. If you click on one, for example, we can't do it in a minute because we're not logged in, but one thing to do is just monitor the traders and then see what comes from that. Pick your right traders, set up stop losses, and definitely at least check it out. You'll find a link for it in the description. So that is it. That is going to do it for today. Just some price analysis on Bitcoin, a video every single day coming this week, crypto market update in the morning, and then we'll look at doing some price analysis in the afternoon. So if you want me to cover any specific asset, drop them in the comments and I will get to them. See you later.